I got 2 iPods, 'cause I'm freaking awesome, baby. I cannot wait for you to try this dinner. It is really, really good. Hubby said it's a dangerous meal because long after you're full, you want to keep eating it. I totally agree with him. I did catch my teen on film trying this recipe, and so you can find out what he thought at the end of the video. Let's get cooking. All right, in my first Instapot, this is the Duo 50 7-in-1. It's just like my Duo 60 7-in-1, same features, it's just 1 quart smaller. Okay, so to it I'm adding 2 cups of jasmine rice and 2.5 cups of water. Now my way of cooking jasmine rice in the Instapot is my way. It's not like the end all be all, it's just the way I have figured out to make it in the Instapot that works for me, and I get a consistent result every time. Okay, and then I cover the Instapot with a plate because I don't have the glass lid. And I use the saute mode, which automatically kicks into medium heat to bring the water to a boil. And from here, I'm just listening because it takes about 2 minutes to bring that water to a boil. And just show you what it looks like. There you go. See, it's a nice hot rolling boil. And then I keep the plate on the Instapot and cancel the saute mode using the keep warm cancel button, and then I hit that button again and that activates the keep warm mode, and then I'm going to use the timer on the display to count my cooking time. Okay, and then I just need 9 minutes to get that jasmine rice cooked tender. Now over to my second iPot. All right, to it I'm going to throw in 3 garlic cloves minced up and 4 cups of potatoes cubed. And I'm just trying to make them a little smaller than an inch cube. Now, 4 cups of potatoes is like 5 medium potatoes, okay? Just in case you don't feel like measuring. I don't really measure my potatoes. I just do that for y'all when I make these videos. But really, I just eyeball it. I usually just think, how much potato do we feel like eating? How much of it do I want in the recipe? And then that's how much I throw in the pot. And then I need 2 cups of carrots sliced up in big chunks. I want the carrots to be the same size as the potato. That's how everything comes out to have the same texture. And then 1 small yellow onion. And then I like to finely dice my yellow onion for the Instapot. And then 1.5 cups of water. Now what I want to do here is I just want to pressure cook the vegetables until they're tender. Stick on my lid, and then make sure I turn the steam release handle to sealing. And then I'm going to use the manual button to kick it into high pressure, which is automatic. And then I use the minus key to take it down to 2 minutes cooking time. Yeah. I love my Instapot. Okay, this is the first Instapot. All right, this is where my rice. I want you to see the rice comes out perfectly. So look at there. Aw, it's all done. Yay! Now it's a little wet in the pot at this point, but that's great because I could get it out of the pot right now and there's no sticking. I can transfer it right to a dish, but we're so close to dinner time, I'm just gonna leave it in there. See it? Look at it. Ta-da! Perfectly cooked jasmine rice. Yay! Okay, so from here I'm going to cancel the keep warm mode because I don't want to cook the rice anymore, and I don't want the pot to dry out and everything to stick, because it does and it will, so learned that already. I just want to put the plate back on and let the heat and the steam just keep everything loose, okay? Now back to the vegetable iPot. I chopped up 1 cup's worth of tomatoes. I had cherry tomatoes on hand, but whatever tomatoes you have, just make, cut up 1 cup's worth. All right, now for the creamy curry sauce. In a blender, really strong blender, if you have it, you need 1 cup of raw cashews. Now, if you don't have a strong blender, go ahead and soak the cashews and get them soft beforehand. I don't have to worry about that. I just throw them straight in. And then I need 1.5 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of ground curry. And how much salt? 1 teaspoon of salt. And then 1.5 teaspoons of minced ginger. You can mince your own, but I found this Ginger People minced ginger at the Foodie Mart, and it is really good, and it keeps real well in the refrigerator. So I have stopped wasting my money buying ginger root, and I just keep minced ginger in the refrigerator. Now I just blend that smooth, and I wanted you to see here that this is really runny, okay? This is not a thick sauce yet. It's very watery at this point, coming out of the blender. I'll show you how loose it is here. But don't worry about it, okay? It's all gonna thicken up when it starts to cook in the Instapot. See that? It's just really loose. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. So, and then I just transferred that to a measuring cup and cleaned out my pitcher. Okay, now my vegetables are cooked and they have been sitting in the Instapot. It's been sitting in keep warm mode for probably about 5 minutes. And then I used the steam release handle and I turned it to venting, and I let all the remaining pressure escape out of the pot, which unlocks the lid and I can get the lid off, okay? Now here I wanted you to see that there's still water in my Instapot, and I want to drain that off. So using oven mitts, I lift the inner pot out and I just carefully drained off as much liquid as I could without dumping all the vegetables down the sink, because I can't count how many times I've done that. And I know you've never done that because you guys are really good cooks. Okay, and then back to the Instapot, put the inner pot back in, drop in those fresh tomatoes, and then what does that look like to you? 4 cups of spinach? I just 2 big fistfuls of fresh baby spinach goes right on top, and then pour the creamy curry sauce on top of that. And then give that a good stir. And it doesn't, you know, I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough sauce to cover my vegetables. I thought, I don't know, I got about 2 cups worth of sauce here for all those vegetables. And I was afraid it was going to get a little dry, but it turned out to be just enough. Now I need to cook that spinach and get that sauce thickened. So I used the saute mode again, and I adjusted the heat to less, which is a low heat, okay? And it only took about 2 minutes to get that sauce bubbling. You see that? It's already, it's blurping at me pretty good. And so I had to make sure that I kept everything stirred so nothing would burn. And the sauce kept getting thicker and thicker. And it was good. So it's time to call Max in and see what he thinks.
Food.
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 Food. As much as you want. This is kind of spicy, so you'll want to use the rice to cool your mouth.
All right.
And that is creamy vegetable curry.
Creamy vegetable curry.
With lots of potatoes and carrots and spinach. All your favorites.
Sweet.
It's kind of hot. If you can, try some.
Yeah.
Right in front of everybody. Look at him. He's not being shy. Look at that. Are you doing that just for the camera?
A little bit.
Alright, now hold on. Okay, alright, get in there. Let's see what he thinks.
Potato, carrot.
Alright. Careful, it's hot! Is this spicy? What do you think?
Not really spicy, but when you say hot, I mean, it was hot, like it's just got done.
Well, when I first tasted the sauce, it was spicy, but I just blended it because it has ginger in it. But it's been cooking for or simmering for about 5 minutes, so maybe it chilled out.
Okay.
What do you think? Honestly.
I'm gonna say it would be good for a meal that, if you, how long did this take me?
Not very long.
Okay, because then I think it would be good for something like, you have no other ideas?
Uh-huh.
So you whip this up,
Yep.
and then you put it out on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't think I'll come running back and saying, I want you to make this exactly the way it was.
So what is it that you think it needs, or it's missing, or do you just... like you don't like the flavor, or what is it?
It doesn't taste bad. But you said spicy, and I was expecting spicy, and it's not spicy.
It's not okay. So it mellowed out on the sauce.
Yeah, it's
okay.
very mellowed out.
Okay, so wipe that out. Hey, come try this curried vegetable. What do you think?
Delicious.
It's not spicy.
Delicious.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna let you get back to eating. There we go. Just gotta work it out, don't we? We just gotta find out. When they say they don't like it, you gotta find out why they don't like it. And maybe it's just a spice, or maybe it's a texture, and there you go. I called it spicy and I shouldn't have. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about this recipe after you make it. I'll talk to you in the comments below. Bye. I think every time I say Instapot, you should go, ooh, ooh. Let's try it. Instapot. That's right. There you go. Hey, don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it out on your Facebook and your Twitter and wherever else you like to hang out, because you know what? I need your help to grow this channel. Let's get cooking.